Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Maria from Under the Night Moon, and I'm here tonight to do some flip throughs for you of my most recent collection of art books. And I'm starting with this one first. This is my biggest one that I have, and it's sort of a tribute to the fall. I'm calling it my Dreamy Garden book because it just seems kind of dreamlike to me. And yeah, I usually don't name my journals, but this one just kind of worked out that way. Let me just move this up a little so you can see the whole thing. And let me measure it for you. This is already listed in my Etsy shop. It's 8 inches by 5, and it's not too fat. Maybe 2.5, almost 3. Which is really good for me. I have used real book covers, antique book covers, and it's in this beautiful, like a burgundy color, and so I covered it with this gorgeous antique lace on the fronts and backs. And then I have eyelets, and I really love this primitive way of book binding right now. I love being able to see the papers, and I use this really beautiful like a natural wool for the ties, and I like this style because it opens up flat. On the cover I used almost all Graphics Fairy images in here, and I actually made a book similar to this, I don't know, a couple years ago. It's in my YouTube feed somewhere. And I was so drawn to make another one of this style with the fall flowery kind of stuff here. I don't know, it was just very inspired. And I used the yellow kit from the premium website, so you'll see some of the images from that, and it's just a beautiful collection for the fall. I have this gorgeous pearl and iridescent beaded applique. I have some sari, some ruched seam binding, some gorgeous silk embroidered ribbon here, tons of butterflies, I mean tons, a beautiful gold frame die cut, and this really fun pom-pom trim on the bottom. And that's that for the cover. A little wax seal of a crown, and then this is a rhinestone, and it has this little loop on there. This is from a garment, like a fancy dress, but what I love about it is I tied a pretty long piece of this beautiful brown seam sari silk, and if you want to keep it on there, you can wrap it around to keep the book closed. Now if you don't like it, it's very simple. You can just untie it, and you can add a charm to that if you want. But I thought because it had the little loop, it would be fun to go ahead and give you a closure. And so let's see, inside on the covers I have a brown paper that I embossed and then did a little bit of gold on there, and it's really pretty. It's just a floral pattern, and then I have this really beautiful embroidered brown silk. It's just gorgeous, also from a garment, and I left, you can see this is where the cuff was, and I left the buttons right on there. Attached this really pretty rhinestone piece, sort of shaped like a heart. I've got some velvet, some chocolate brown velvet ruffle down here. And then throughout this journal there's little bits of wallpaper that I just added for texture and beauty. And then my usual, just tons and tons of journaling cards, places for you to record. These are some of the images that inspired me for this book, the Dreamy Garden book. Yeah, and so I thought maybe this would be a good garden book for you if you had a garden and you wanted to take notes. I did try to garden. I'm terrible at it, but I know that you need to take notes in order to, like if you're going to plant something the next year, like if you learned something. Does that make sense, right? Like you just take notes. Here's some fussy cut, Stop and Smell the Roses. Lots of little butterflies. These are all printed on cardstock, so they're very durable. And just gorgeous imagery. Lots of places for you to write. There's stamping, seam bindings, some beautiful trims. And lots of places for you to journal your plants, your perennials. Maybe you had vegetables or roses. Yeah. And then over here, beautiful frame. Just love this. I think it's gorgeous. And I actually used some of the actual book, paper from the book for this. And I put this little tag in there, but you could certainly maybe put a picture of your own on the back. And that just slides in here like so. The little piece of ribbon on the back is getting caught. And I just did my workout, so my hands are like, oh, sorry about that. Okay, and then on top of the book page, and it's sturdy. It's almost like cardboard, which I really like. I love the color. You can see it's just that gorgeous vintage color. And then I put this little pocket, and, well, it's this beautiful floral. And I printed it on this gorgeous paper. And then here's the pocket in the back. And then I put a few little gardening tags for you to journal. I always like to have a little pocket in the back. And then this is a little notepad. So you've got some fun papers, some French dictionary, some pink, and then this is pink construction paper, but it's old, it's vintage. That's tea-dyed copy paper, some music. Here's some more beautiful wallpaper. And a couple of little ones. And then you have right here to journal as well. And then some seam binding and some little vintage millinery up there. Here's just a beautiful, beautiful garden book plate. I just love, and I shrunk it, and I love the smaller version. Some of these flowers are just so beautiful. And then the green stripe always reminds me of like an awning. So that's for our Dreamy garden. And we have lots of little fairy ladies in our Dreamy garden. Yeah, like it's fun to, create and, just kind of take your mind off of things. So why not have a Dreamy garden journal to take you away, right? Some are tea dyed, coffee dyed, and then I added the gold paint as a little crown. Here's some wallpaper and just little butterflies. I've got Life is in Bloom. And this side, just some ledger, and then I printed the floral on top of the ledger. This is a really pretty little wax seal of a leaf. And I love the colors. I love mixing the colors for these. And then some trim. All the pages are reinforced, and you see how it lays flat. I really love that, and there's a lot of play in here. So you've got room to grow for sure. Little pocket here with some little butterfly quotes. I thought this would be a fun place to journal, and you've got a little tag up there. This is actually a fussy cut little bird that I fussy cut and glued on. Little butterflies. I have these really beautiful three-dimensional butterflies, and they're layered, and there's vellum. They're really pretty, and so if you're working on this page, you can kind of fluff up the wings, and I just think it just looks so fun. And then this is some beautiful scrapbook paper that I just ordered. And I thought it went really well with this book. And then here's just some little circle tags. I always think a little picture of a pet would be so cute on there, or like a little, if you have a granddaughter or a little niece or a little baby. Fussy cut little sunflower. I thought this, so here's the other side of this paper. I thought was perfect for a garden too. You can kind of map out where you had your vegetables this year maybe, or if you know someday you want to have a garden, you could put your dream garden, what you'd like to plant in there. This is a beautiful little piece of a antique doily, and I thought it looked so cute with the little teacup there, right? You can just brew a cup of tea and dream up your garden. I was really into it too. I had like a little food forest going on my coffee table, and I did pretty good. You know, I cook for a living, and what's terrible is I'm just a terrible gardener. Like, I'm just really, it doesn't come naturally to me at all. Food comes very naturally to me, like mixing, layering. I can, you know, I can cook pretty well, but it's just funny how I can't garden whatsoever. Yeah. Beautiful stamps here. This is a pretty pocket with a postcard, some beautiful William Morris in the back. And then this is a little collage of some textures, textiles here. And then I have this really pretty antique piece of something. I don't know. It was just in my little box, and I loved the way it hung down and just gave a little sparkle of the pearls in that little crystal. And then you can see here some bridal trims, my favorite little sequin flowers. Lots of space for journaling though. And then let's see, over here I gave you this beautiful printout of a little wildflower. And you can't really see, but they sparkle from the gold paint, which is really fun for a dreamy garden, to have sparkly papers. And on this side here is, well, this is a little tuck. And what I love about this shape, it sort of reminds me of like that terrarium kind of shape. And then at the last minute, I gave her some really fun feathers. And I think these are like real feathers. I don't really buy them anymore because I don't know. I just don't know. But because I had them on hand, I thought, well, I may as well use them. And I love the colors. They're just so pretty. And she's got all kinds of laces. She's got her pretty little specimens here. There's one up here. It says wild and free up top. I just really love this whole page, the way this came out. And then for her little tuck spot here, of course you can journal there. I did this beautiful shoe. This is also from the yellow kit. And there's some Velcro, and then I put, I put some beauties in there. And some little floral postcards. And those are motorcycles going by. And also too, if you hear, it's thundering pretty good lately, so at any moment we could get a giant bang of thunder. Just giving you guys a heads up there. Again, another ledger that I've printed the floral on. So pretty, just love it. Beautiful butterfly. And then this is more page from the book. This one's a little bit more delicate, but it's got the reinforcers on there, so it's strong enough to be in this book. I love the color. It's so beautiful. So just turn carefully. And I thought, what a beautiful paper that would be to write on a story. And then I've just got some fun washi, and I made a little, what do you call these little slides, and I just strung a really pretty little bead on there for sparkle. A little bit of my antique tape here. And I just love, like you see the condition of the paper, it's kind of bent on one side. I just love it, it's so pretty. And here's another little dreamy lady in our garden. And then there's a piece of that wallpaper. This tape was already on there, so I just left it. Another little scrap. But to me, I love the scraps. They always tell a story. And some more little journaling cards there. Beautiful floral on this paper. I love the way this came out. A little hand-stamped crown, a little, it says a sweet wish and dream. And then this is just a little tea envelope, because I thought if you're making tea, dreaming up your garden, you would need a little, oops, I might have to trim that down a little bit, but I thought, I love this little tea pocket. I love the colors. I'm crazy about the teacups. I think you guys know, you see enough of them in my work. Oh, okay. I might have to trim that, but anyway, I will do that later. But if you're having tea, I just thought that would be a nice addition. And then here's some more Dreamy garden cards. Maybe you can see the golden sparkle there. It's just so fun. I love it. And then I just added another little butterfly there. I don't know how many butterflies exactly are in this book, but there's quite a few. And I just love them. They make me happy. So I didn't really hold back. Usually with my work, I don't hold back. If something looks right and looks pretty, I'll add it. And look at these little cards with butterflies on them. It just seemed like a win-win to me. And I love these florals. So here's the other side of that beautiful book plate. Gorgeous little rose. Some trims and stuff there. On the other side, collect beautiful moments. Another couple of butterflies. And another few little little scraps and things to tell your story. Maybe you planted sunflowers. Did you know you can eat the whole entire sunflower plant? You can eat the leaves and everything. You can make teas, all kinds of stuff. I thought that was pretty cool. I didn't know that. And apparently they're really good for you. So yeah, just a little FYI. I'm a terrible gardener, but I know that little piece of information. Here's just some pretty pink paper. Another piece of the garden. And then this is a little flip. Beautiful image. This is also from the yellow kit. And I put this really pretty little antique little charm. And then I always incorporate envelopes, because if you're working and you have pictures and you have a few that didn't make it, it's always fun just to have an envelope to put, you know, some of the things that you're still working with. And because I love this book plate so much, it's so colorful and so pretty, I made like a little journaling card out of it. Another gorgeous journaling card here, because our dreamy garden theme. And then look at this beautiful printable from the Graphics Fairy. So like 90% of this book is Graphics Fairy. And I use quite a few digitals from the Graphics Fairy in all of my books. But this particular theme was really calling me. So I'm happy I made it. It's beautiful. A little bit different than what I usually do, but super pretty, super feminine, and I love the way it came out. And yeah, dreamy garden book. I don't think I've ever made a dreamy garden book, but I really love this this binding. So that concludes this flip through. Thank you all so very much for watching. This is in my Etsy shop right now. If you're interested, you can follow me on Instagram at Under the Night Moon. I do little reels and stuff of things that I'm working on there. Really, I'm having a lot of fun there. It's fun. And then links will be down below as well. But just thank you so much, especially to my subscribers here, for following me. I'm very grateful for each and every one of you. And yeah, I just want to say thank you. So have a great night, and thank you so much. All right, bye bye.